morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Today's story about stuffies is probably everybody's favorite stuffy in K2. Our little friend Corduroy. Well, we've heard A Pocket for Corduroy, and we've heard just plain Corduroy, I think. And so I have one more Corduroy story for you, believe it or not. This one is called Corduroy Lost and Found. One sunny Saturday afternoon, Lisa and her mother were riding the bus home from a shopping trip. Corduroy sat comfortably on Lisa's lap, and the bus bumped along. She held on to him so he wouldn't fall. Lisa, we know, took very good care of Corduroy. He looked out the window while Lisa and her mother talked about Lisa's birthday. There. Corduroy's ears perked up. Lisa's having a birthday, and I don't have a present for her, he said to himself. He looked out the window at all the stores. I wonder what she'd like, he thought. What do you think Lisa would like? Remember when all she wanted was corduroy? They got off the bus at the next stop. Lisa's mother rode the elevator up to their apartment, and Corduroy and Lisa liked to run up the stairs to see who would get there first. That night, Corduroy lay awake a long time after Lisa fell asleep. He was worried about her present. I need to find something very special, he said. What could he get her? Very early the next morning, Corduroy tiptoed out of the house after slipping out of bed, and he crept through the apartment. He opened the front door and stepped into the hallway. Where do you think he's going? Just then, the elevator doors opened wide. Maybe I'll find something in here for Lisa, Corduroy thought. What do you think? Not much in there. Corduroy looked at the buttons on the wall. Each button had a number. This is like a game, Corduroy said. Lisa might like a game for her birthday. Corduroy climbed up onto the stool and pushed the button. Game's a good idea. All at once, the elevator doors closed and it began to move up. This is like a rocket ship, thought Corduroy. Maybe Lisa would like a rocket ship ride for her birthday. Corduroy pressed more buttons. Down and up and down he went. Finally, the elevator came to a stop. When the doors opened, Corduroy stepped out into the lobby. Peeking out over the roof of the building across the street, Corduroy saw just what he was looking for. It's the biggest, prettiest balloon I've ever seen, said Corduroy. That's what I want to give Lisa for her birthday. Do you think it was a balloon? What do you think it is? Corduroy had never been outside before when it was still dark. The familiar neighborhood looked very different. And where was Lisa's balloon? Then he saw it at the end of the street. Oh no, he said, it's getting away. He cried out and ran as fast as he could to catch it. Before he had gone very far, he saw a big brown dog. Maybe Lisa would like a pet for her birthday, thought Corduroy. Hello, he said to the dog. Ruff, barked the dog, and it picked him up by the overalls and carried him down the street. Oh no. That was a surprise. Just when they got to the corner, a big, noisy truck slowed down, and somebody threw a tall stack of newspapers out onto the sidewalk. The dog was so surprised that he dropped Corduroy right on top of the papers. Watch out, Corduroy. That's where Mr. Gonzalez, the owner of the newsstand, found Corduroy sitting all by himself. Where in the world did you come from, mi amigo? Do you remember what mi amigo means? My friend. He put Corduroy up on the shelf. I think somebody must have dropped you. You look like a very special bear, and I bet they'll be back for you. Until then, you can help me sell my newspapers. Corduroy had a job to do. From up on the shelf, Corduroy could see everything that was going on. As people bought papers, Corduroy smiled shyly at them. This must be a job, said Corduroy. I always wanted a job. A woman stopped in front of the newsstand. How much is that bear? She said. Sorry, senora, this bear is not for sale. He's lost and waiting to be found, said Mr. Gonzalez. Lost, said Corduroy. Corduroy had never wanted to be lost. He thought about Lisa. He knew she would be worried about him. And then Corduroy remembered the balloon. He had forgotten all about it. Where was it? He looks worried. Corduroy looked up and down the street, but it wasn't as dark anymore. But he didn't see the beautiful balloon anywhere. Where do you think it went? Now he was sad and sleepy. He wanted to be home with Lisa. Corduroy fell asleep thinking about balloons and home. He was just waking up when he heard a very familiar voice. Can you guess? Who is it? A very worried Lisa was asking Mr. Gonzalez if she could put a sign up that she made for her lost bear. This is a very good picture, señorita, said Mr. Gonzalez. Very nice picture. It says lost bear. But you don't need this sign. Your bear is here with me, said Mr. Gonzalez. He took him down from the shelf and gave him a lollipop. It looked just like the balloon that he had wanted to give Lisa. That's a big lollipop. Muchas gracias, señor, said Lisa. Thank you for helping me, said Corduroy. And Mr. Gonzalez said, adios. Do you know what adios means? Goodbye. Corduroy and Lisa were so happy that they ran all the way home and up the stairs, 2 at a time. Corduroy, I was so worried about you, said Lisa. The only thing I wanted for my birthday was to have my best friend back home with me. Did she get her birthday wish? Lisa gave Corduroy a big hug. That's exactly what I wanted to, thought Corduroy, and he gave Lisa a birthday hug right back. Just in time. And there's the birthday party. Well, I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, and we'll talk to you and read to you again tomorrow on Thursday. I'll leave you with my music. Happy days.